Okay, World War III is about to happen. Okay? And we're still waiting on the rapture. Then the mark of the beast is going to come out. And everybody's still going to be waiting on the rapture. And some are going to say, oh, I thought the rapture was supposed to already happen. Now, here's the difference between those who know God and are close to God and have a revelation and those who don't. Those who think that it's a pre-tribulation rapture, you're going to find out it's not. And you're going to walk around going, but I thought. And then Russia and China are going to rise out of the sea, Revelation 13. The feet of the bear, the dragon, the leopard, which is Islam, going to come rising out of the sea. And the rapture still hasn't happened. Then you're going to watch as a new government comes in and takes over, and you find out Obama's a big top boss of this new government. And look, Kim Jong-un is on TV. He's not dead after World War III. They didn't get him. Oh, no, he's one of the new rulers. He's the leader of the whole... Him and Putin and Xi Jinping, they're all working together. It's a whole new world order. And the rapture still hasn't happened. So these people are so stupid. They're recording videos saying, when the rapture happens, this is a message for those who were left behind. And they leave these stupid instruction booklet on how to get saved and what to do. One day, all the Christians are going to disappear and then you're going to need God. It's not going to happen that way. If you miss the rapture, you are not saved at all. Ever. Okay? And unless you're, and you fulfill the foolish virgins who missed the bridegroom, the weeds among the wheat, okay, the grapes that are thrown in the winepress of God's wrath, the goats among the sheep, that's what they are. They believe in pre-tribulation rapture. They're going to fall away. When that happens, whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. They won't even be calling on his name anymore. They'll be mad. I thought the rapture was supposed to already happen. I'm not talking to you anymore, God. Meanwhile, 2 days later, an hour later, they take that mark, go and get themselves a good meal, sit back in their new home, and suddenly realize that they went from a jail cell and they got a big meal, but they just took the mark. And then, you know, it's too bad. You're going to hell. Never were saved in the first place. Okay? Once saved, always saved. Well, I guess you were never saved in the first place. And so, my message is very different from a pre-tribulation. If I leave a message, I'm saying, okay, get ready because World War III is going to happen. Then the mark of the beast is going to come out. Then it's going to be great tribulation and trials. And then eventually, probably after about a year of the mark of the beast, maybe the rapture will happen if you're lucky and it happens a year. But the Bible says the bridegroom was a long time in coming. And we've seen how everything's taking years. The blood moon tetrad was in 2015. 2 years later, I thought World War III was going to happen back then. It didn't. 2 years later, the woman clothed with the sun, Revelation 12. And we're still waiting on the Revelation 12 verse 4 sign in the sky, which is the enormous red dragon launches stars from the sky to the earth. That's nukes. That's your nuclear war. Revelation 12, 4 and 5. And then, of course, the next thing to happen a few weeks later, Russia and China come rising out of the sea along with Islam. So they're going to find out that it's not World War, or that it's not a pre-tribulation rapture. And my message is when all this happens, you're going to have to stand firm in your faith. And you're going to have to call on the name of the Lord. And keep your heart right with God and keep a good attitude and experience the sufferings of Christ in order to attain to a greater resurrection. You should be eagerly going, okay, I'm going to go through trials. I'm going to go through hardship. You should already be prepared and sober-minded, knowing this stuff is going to happen. And you should be already prayed up and ready to basically face the mark of the beast and resist that temptation. So your attitude needs to, and so if you're a pre-tribulation person, your attitude's way off. Oh no, I don't have to think about any of that or pray about it. And those people, many of the pre-tribulation rapture people, their kids will take the mark of the beast and say, but Daddy, I thought you said the rapture is going to happen, so we thought it couldn't be the... And then you just taught your kids that, oh, the rapture happens, don't worry about the mark of the beast. And then the mark of the beast comes out. And your kids take the mark. And then guess what? They're going to hell too. I'm just saying. That's your seed. The seed of the weeds is seed of the weeds. Okay? So, Anyway, weeds among the wheat. So get your heart right with God. Expect to go through hardships and trials, and for the Lord to be a long time in coming. Expect 2 years under the mark of the beast, because it was 2 years from the blood moon tetrad. It was 2 years from the blood moon tetrad to the Revelation 12 sign, 2015, September 23rd, 2015, and September 23rd, 2017. That was 2 full years. The whole time I thought World War III was going to happen in November after the election, 2016 election. Now God's given us way more time, okay? And now we're hitting 6 months. We're hitting we're hitting the half point. And you say, what do you mean? Well, in the Bible, there's 3.5 days, and there's 3.5 years. And if you look at the woman clothed with the sun, we are approaching 6 months away from, in other words, March 23rd, 2018 is 6 months away from the sign in the sky of the woman clothed with the sun, Revelation 12. Exactly 6 months away. Okay? So you have a 3.5 year period that this could be that on a half a year basis, it would line up. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that anything specific, but God has also been giving me the start dates. So nothing happens on the day, but the very next day, everything seems to escalate even farther. So the dates that God has given me, a lot of times it's the start date of something. Like the Lord told me that the birth begins. The birth pangs are over and the birth has now begun. Okay? And that was September 23rd, 2017. Okay, that's what the Lord told me was for that date and the sign in the sky. So get ready. Keep your heart right with God and know that you're going to have to go through. To him who is to die by the sword, to die by the sword. To him who is to go into captivity. And then there's a number that has to be complete of those who are to be put to death for their faith. So get ready. And it doesn't matter if you believe in pre-tribulation or not. You're going to find out because it's going to happen exactly as is written in Revelation chapter 14, verse 6 through 20. So that's that.